If you are looking for a new gaming PC that's already built for you and will give you high FPS in your favorite games with no FPS drops or stutters and also fits your budget, then this video is going to be the perfect one for you. Every week I update you guys with the best on sale gaming PC deals. The reason why I do it weekly is because prices change basically every single day. I'll show you the performance for these systems at 1080p, 1440p and 4K. And talking about pricing, if you want to check the latest pricing and availability for all of these systems, the links to these PCs will be down below in the video description. My name is Valentino, and with that being said, let's start. With the first one, we have the Victus 15L. This one is the cheapest one on the list, going for $800 right now, and in my opinion is a very nice budget system because for under $1,000 you are getting an i7 13th gen processor, which is amazing, and it will give you over 240 FPS on average in esports shooters, and it also gives you the RTX 3060, which is a 1080p graphics card that will allow you to play on high to ultra settings in high demanding titles with no issues, 80 plus FPS on average from the latest test from TechSpot, which is a high demanding test. Then you get 16 gigs of RAM and a 1TB hard drive. Overall, this system is very nice for $800. In my opinion, it is the best value around this price point. And then if you have a bit of extra money to spend, I recommend you getting the Skytech Nebula from Amazon. This one is $850, but it will give you the RTX 4060, which is faster than the RTX 3060, and if you play high demanding titles, you can expect to achieve around 90 FPS on average. So that's a 10 FPS on average difference for around $50 more. Keep in mind that the Skytech Nebula has an i5 13400F, which is slightly slower compared to the i7 13700 from the Victus 15L. So if you play high FPS shooters, you might as well go with the Victus 15L since you get the faster CPU. With the next one, if you want to play at 1440p and you want the best value 1440p PC in this list, we have the Skytech Blaze 4 Mini, and you will see plenty of systems from Skytech in this video because I do believe that they are the best company when it comes to pre-built PCs in the market right now. This one is around $1,200 and it comes with the Ryzen 7 5700 for the CPU, which is a 1440p high to ultra settings GPU that will allow you to play at around 100 FPS on average in high demanding titles, high to ultra settings, and around 240 plus FPS in esports shooters at 1440p competitive settings. And here you get 32 gigs of RAM instead of 16 gigs, which is going to be ideal if you want to do other tasks such as streaming or content creation. And if you want to play at 1080p right now and maybe you eventually upgrade to 1440p down the line, well, from the 7800 XT, you can expect around 137 FPS on average in high demanding titles, which is an insane number considering the type of games that are being tested here. So this is more of a 1440p ultra gaming PC rather than a 1080p one. But as I said before, maybe you have a 1080p monitor right now and you end up upgrading down the line. And if you want faster performance at 1440p, then I recommend you getting the Omen 40L. This one has an i7 processor, this time 14th gen instead of 13th gen, even though that doesn't really make a huge difference. And then you get the RTX 4070 Super, which is faster than the RX 7800 XT. And instead of getting an average of 100 FPS, you get around 108 FPS native resolution. You get a better level of ray tracing as well, because NVIDIA GPUs usually work better when it comes to ray tracing performance, and also when it comes to productivity work, content creation. Most softwares do work better with NVIDIA, so this is a much better option than the last one. And keep in mind that right now it's going on a $550 discount. I do like this system. I tested a very similar PC last year, so if you want to see the full benchmarks and my review talking about it, you will have that video in the top right of the screen. I want to say that if you are finding valuable information so far, leave a like and subscribe. Now, as I said before, with the next one, you will get 1440p maxed out experience, but also you can play at 4K with no issues. In case you have a 4K monitor and you don't want to spend anything more than this, and I'm talking about the Skytech i11 Dynamic from Amazon. This one has the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, which is the fastest gaming CPU in the entire market. You can expect 360 plus FPS on average in esports shooters, and then you get the RTX 4070 Ti Super, which is in my opinion the best graphics card when it comes to 1440p resolution. And then you get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory instead of DDR4. Now in terms of performance, well, at 4K resolution, high to ultra settings, so with the 4070 Ti Super you will be able to achieve 70 plus FPS or even higher if you turn on DLSS, and in that case you can expect around 80 to 100 plus FPS at 4K ultra depending on the game and depending on the exact settings. And then at 1440p you can expect over 120 FPS when it comes to the most high demanding titles, insane level of performance at 1440p and 4K. And you can also find this exact same system at the same price point in the Skytech website, so if you want to buy directly from the company that's making these PCs, then you will also have that link in the description. Then if you want to play at 4K ultra settings and you are looking to spend more money, we have the Eclipse 2. This one has the best CPU in the market again, but this time you get the RTX 4080 Super, which is going to be a massive upgrade if you want to play at 4K. If you want to play at 1440p, yes, of course you can buy this system if you have the budget to, and you can eventually upgrade to 4K down the line. But in my opinion, this is more of a 4K system rather than a 1440p one. So if you have a 4K monitor, instead of getting an average of 70 FPS native resolution, here you can expect 85 plus FPS. Remember, native resolution, so over 100 FPS on average if you turn on DLSS, which is what I recommend you doing if you're going to play the most high demanding games. However, for the most part, since you will be able to average over 80 FPS, you may not need to turn this setting on, especially with the RTX 4080 Super, which is, in my opinion, the second best graphics card in the market. You also get a very strong level of ray tracing performance, and you can expect 140 plus FPS on average at 1440p, which is an insane number, but as I said before, this is more of a 4K gaming PC. The total price is $2,550 after you apply a $300 coupon code from the video description once again. And then if you want the best of the best at 4K, we have two options. The first one is the best of the best for gaming, which has the fastest CPU in the market again in the 7800 X3D, and you get the fastest graphics card in the entire market in the RTX 4090. This is only for people that are willing to spend this amount of money, $3,300, but after applying the same coupon code, it will be $3,000, and it's actually the cheapest gaming PC in the market with the RTX 4090 and the 7800 X3D. Especially considering that if you want a PC build, which is usually cheaper, it's not going to be that much cheaper than this. So usually my recommendation is, yeah, go grab a PC build if you can, if you want to build it yourself, and also is better when it comes to price or performance. Well, in this case, my recommendation is different. You can get a Prebuilt PC at around the same price point, which is amazing. And then the last system, we have the best of the best for content creation instead of gaming, and this one is very similar when it comes to gaming compared to the last one, but the main difference is that you get the i9 14900KS, which is better when it comes to productivity work and video editing. But if your main purpose is gaming and you don't want to do any of this, just get the last one, because the 7800 X3D is way more power efficient and it also takes less cooling. So the 14900KS will give you about the same performance as the 7800 X3D when it comes to gaming, but it consumes more power. This one is ideal for creators. But again, if your main purpose is gaming, you don't care about any of this, just get the last one from Skytech. This one is quite more expensive at $3,400, so you end up spending $400 more, but it is worth the investment for professional creators. And if you need my personal PC help and you want me to help you out with your specific budget and needs, that's going to be the top link in the description. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.